Time now for the 11warriors.com web report. Look, at this point you're watching us, you know what's going on. What we didn't know until Tuesday was what was happening behind closed doors at Ohio State. We did find that out. You guys had access. James, what'd you see compared to what you normally see at Ohio State?
Not a whole lot, but we did get to see a few things. For starters, Michael Jordan was taking some extra snaps at center. It looks like the more we see, the more we hear about him. It looks like that him moving to center from guard might be a possibility. We saw a few guys that we would normally see taking reps at punt returner. C.J. Saunders, freshman Jalen Gill, getting reps at the punt returner spot, and saw some really talented young guys flash. Nicholas Petit-Ferrer, young tackle, five-star that came in, really looked good from what we saw in the offensive line drills. So a lot of young guys flashing, guys we haven't seen before. Also a big one, Tough Borland was going through drills. Now they're not doing any contact yet. They haven't put the pads on.
It's amazing though.
But the fact that Tough Borland was getting reps with the first team defense, having just suffered an Achilles injury just a few months ago, I think that's really impressive. Shows how far he's come in his recovery.
Now, Dan, of course, there was no availability in terms of being able to talk to somebody as a coach, which, by the way, I think is a mistake. It'd be very easy for Ohio State to put Ryan Day out there and have him just say, look, I can't talk about what's going on off the field. You want questions about football, I'll handle those. That solves this. It also changes the narrative, so I think they're making a little bit of a mistake there. But the other thing that jumped out to me is, I've been to a lot of these, and Urban always starts the practice with a speech, and of course he wasn't there. So who handled just the ins and outs? The other thing, Urban bounces around from position group to position group. Who gave the speech and who was bouncing around?
Yeah, so Mickey Marotti actually gave the speech today, the director of sports performance. So, he was the one who broke the team down before they went into their first period of practice. But you didn't really have anybody bouncing around the way Urban Meyer does. Ryan Day, he's the acting head coach, but he was, from the moments we were out there at practice, he was focused strictly on his duties as the quarterback. So that tells me that the development of quarterbacks is just so important that he can't really deviate from those duties. It also maybe tells me that maybe they think this is a temporary thing and that Urban Meyer will be back. So the position coaches are really just focused on their responsibilities right now. Because here's the deal. If Urban Meyer is back in 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks are more about fundamentals and development than they are about specific game planning. So right now, everybody needs to be focused on improving at their positions, competing for playing time, developing their skills. And then in 2 weeks from now, when there's going to be a resolution one way or the other, then they'll have to determine whether they need to make adjustments in terms of their preparation for a season.
I just want to have a little, it's not fun because it's a serious topic, but I probably get asked it 1,000 times a day, do I think Urban Meyer is going to survive? And my answer to that is always the same. It's an honest one. It's that I don't know. Of all of the things that I've covered in this realm, I can't read a tea leaf on this. I have no feel for it. You guys are at practice. You've talked to your peers. You're doing the reporting. Do you have a feel for this thing and where it's swaying?
No, but I'm in the same boat as you. It's really hard to tell. I still feel like there's a lot of things up in the air that we don't know about yet.
Yeah, I do too.
That investigative team is going to try and dig up or find. And I just think that there's more that we don't know, and there's more that needs to come out before they make a decision. But it's hard to predict either way. Like you said, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I think there's been some momentum since Urban put out his statement on Friday toward him potentially keeping his job, but I kind of agree. I don't want to make that a stone cold prediction here because this is just too big a situation. It's too dangerous a situation to really predict what happened, and there's still too much that's unknown. The investigation's just started. We don't know exactly what's happening in that investigation, so I still very much think this could go either way. I think the statement that Urban Meyer made, assuming that's true, laid the groundwork for him to potentially keep his job, but there's still so many unanswered questions, still so much of an investigation taking place behind the scenes that we really do kind of just have to wait and see how everything unfolds.
We're so impatient in today's day and age, but on this one, I think due process will be on everyone's side by the time it's all said and done. And my guess is the powers that be at Ohio State have a conclusive answer that everyone will be able to wrap their heads around in a couple of weeks. Until then, got some fundamentals. We've got a fun football team to discuss, and we'll do that right here on the site, as we always do.